Today, I want to show you something that I have brought back from 2014 because people have been asking me and asking me and asking me, are you ever going to do trifold? Are you going to bring the trifold back? Where are the trifolds? So here they are. These are the trifolds, and they are they are online now. This size here is called the Enterprise, and I just feel like it's our biggest notebook, that our biggest traveler's notebook, other than the B5 size, which isn't extremely popular, but I love it because I'm a huge fan of composition notebooks. I just love them, and I usually have one within reach, always. So I'm a big fan of the B5, but I'm also a big fan of the A5, which is what the Enterprise is. So the Enterprise is the A5. You can have these custom if you want a narrow or an A5 Slim, which is a wide. We can totally customize that for you, but it will still be called the Enterprise. And then the step down from this is the B6, and I've named that one Voyager because I feel like it's the perfect size to go on, for someone who loves to go on trips and take travel and do all of that stuff. I feel it's the perfect thing for that. So I named that one Voyager. And the smallest one, which is this, which is a pocket size, this is called the Pioneer. And I just think it's just cute as a bug in a rug. So I love it. Let me see. I want to make sure this is in focus. Yeah, looks like we are. Okay. So I have this one is mine, and these two belong to customers, but I'm going to show them to you so that you can kind of get a feel for what it's all about and how it works. Because the way that you receive it, okay, the way that it is online is you just get this blank trifold, okay, and you can put it inside like this, or you can put it outside like this, however you like. When you ask for an inscription, it's going to be put right here, okay, unless in your notes you say please put it on the outer flap, with, and then we'll do it. We'll put it here instead. Or you can, use our customization services and have it put here or on the spine, however you like. But that's, we try to do whatever you want. And I tried to make it as easy as I could so that you could do that. Uh, Yeah. So the nice thing about having the trifold and this little Pioneer here is that it protects all of your notebooks really nicely. Once you put that elastic around it, you could toss it in your bag. You don't have to worry about anything. Uh, and it looks just nice and sleek. And if you want to use your notebook, you can fold this back. This is it's new, so it doesn't fold that easily. But this is not a floppy leather that is, won't hold its shape. This is Austin in the violet color. And we do have a very, very limited amount, and that's why it's not online, is because I probably only have enough to make maybe 2 or 3 of these. So if you want one, send us an email, and if you're one of the quick ones, then you might be able to get it. But that's why it's not online though, because I really don't have enough to make enough to make anyone happy. But if you're quick, send us an email, support@chicsparrow.com, and we will try to get one for you. But once this leather is trained, it will stay like that, and then you have a much smaller, experience here. But let me show you what these other ones are what's going on with them. Okay, so these are customers. I'm going to show you these first because I want to set them aside and keep them nice because I don't want to accidentally scratch them. In fact, I'm going to take my rings off because I don't want to scratch them. Okay, and I don't have any nails on, so I won't scratch them. But this is a Nimue in the Nimue leather, and I just love this leather. The texture on it is so pretty. I just think this is so pretty. It just reminds me of King Arthur, and I guess that's why it got its name, Nimue. That's the leather. The design is Enterprise, but the leather is Nimue, and the size is A5. Enterprise equals A5. Okay? So inside it is lined because this leather, Nimue leather, is very, very thin, and it would not make a good anything if it weren't lined. So I have it upside down, but here's the inside, and we did stamp our logo on the inside because the Nimue leather doesn't stamp, so we stamped the inside. And she chose to get a stitched in pen loop, and of course the perimeter stitching in matching stitching, the brown she chose. And so, that's hers, and she can have a pin, and I think I have one here. Yes. I have this little guy here. Let me make sure the ink is not exposed. But she will put her pen loop, the pen loop will go right there if you get a pen loop, and it will, you can put it on the inside or you can put it on the outside. The choice is yours. But there it is. So it's so nice, and it's so much personality. I mean, this is going to a lady who obviously enjoys this type of a look here, and you can see this has some turquoise and the browns, and it feels so nice. I like it so much. I have one of these covering my personal sized notebook that I use for work every day. So I like it very much. But yeah, so that is the options that she chose to have done, which is very simple. And it has 4 strings inside, and you can see that let me put this inside. And this flap is long. It's not short, it's long. So it can grow, like as thick as you make your notebook, this flap is going to grow with the thickness of your book. So you do not have to worry about this getting too short and not covering your inserts. So I made it a true trifold, which means that it's, 3 pieces that are basically the same length, and it's a true trifold. So, but I'm going to stick it out here like this. You can see that it has the elastics on the outside like normal. And yeah, it's a simple, elegant design. This is a Darcy Enterprise in the Darcy leather, and I want to be careful with it because I don't want to scratch it. It's just a beautiful leather. And that's the inside. And she had the same thing, just a stitched in pen loop. You can get as elaborate with these things as you want. I have lots and lots of options for you to choose from. But that one is hers. That'll get shipped out today. So will the Nimue. I'm just going to set them over here so that they are not, I just don't want to. I don't want to accidentally scratch something and then have to make a whole new one, because I believe we're out of Darcy leather now. So, yeah. But this here is violet. I love this color. I think it's so beautiful. I'm considering ordering it again, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. So I chose to do the heritage pockets on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, which I have my original Hobonichi that I got back in 2015 and didn't use. But, I tried to use it for different things. Using it as a journal just wasn't working for me. But it fits inside. And on this side, I have a straight pocket that's open all the way through. And I like that. And I'll show you why in a second. But this is a pen loop that's been riveted in. And there's no stitching. If there were stitching, it would be stitched and then riveted if you wanted the riveted with the stitched in pen loop. But anyway, I chose gold stitching because I just thought that would be a nice contrast with the violet color. But let me show you why I like to have this open. First of all, there's no stitch line on the back. I wanted this to be one continuous piece of leather with no interruption. Now, if you order something like a secretarial pocket on this side, there will be a stitch line. And that's not going to be avoidable because there's no other way to get that pocket to stick in here. So you will have a stitch line on the back, but we will try to do it in a color that matches the leather so that it doesn't really interrupt the pattern of the leather. Even that's even if you choose, like, if like I did here, I chose gold around the perimeter, but if I had put a secretarial pocket in here where we have to stitch on it, they will stitch that in the violet color thread, and the rest of it will be in the gold. So that way it's just visually more appealing in my eye. Now, if you want something else, say so in the notes, and of course we will do our very best to give you what you're wanting. Now let me get back to this pocket. So you can fit, this is the Hobonichi cousin, but if you put your hand underneath here, you can kind of grab hold. I did it earlier and it went off flawlessly, and now because I'm on camera, it's like no, we don't like you. We're not going to do it. There we go. I just had to get it in straight or something. There we go. But you can pull it right through and line it up where you want it, and then you're done. And let me see, what else can I fit in here? I have another notebook. I haven't put this one in here yet, but this is a Lloydstrom 1917, just a regular one. And it's going to be the same thing. You just slide it in, and you can grab hold of it from the other side and pull it right where you want it to be. And then you have your notebook in there. And I can put a pen in here, right there, which is where I like my pen to be. And then I have my notebook. I have my pockets for whatever I want to put in there. And I can put it like this and like this if I want. And it's nice. So, yep, that's one option. You can do heritage, you can do cascade, you can do pretty much anything you want. And if you don't see what you want online, give us a call or send us an email, and we'll help you figure out how to get it. So, yeah, take advantage of the customization services because it will really help you get your ideal notebook. So, this comes in so many different kinds of leathers. Just go check out the listing on our website at chicsparrow.com, and you can see all the different kinds of leathers that it comes in. As these get made in the specific leathers, I will be replacing the photos with new photos that show the actual product rather than just a leather sample. And if you're new to Chic Sparrow and you have no idea what a campfire versus a Austin is, you can look at other listings of other products that have campfire or Austin, and you can learn the difference that way. So I did set up the listing to be kind of comprehensive so that you only have to shop in one place and you don't have to go into all kinds of different listings to try and find what you want. So I might change that in the future, but for now that's kind of how I had it set up. And if you don't like it, let me know and I will, I'll do something different. But yeah, so this is the Trifold come back from 2024. I hope that you enjoy them and get the one that you want and will use. And there's so many different beautiful options. I'm sure there's something there for you. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.